This is the Waterdrop G3P800 reverse osmosis system. It slides into a tight undersink space thanks to the narrow 5.7-inch width, and the front-loading filters make it feel more like swapping parts on an appliance than messing with plumbing. From my experience, the design is a big part of why I stuck with it. Nothing bulky, no storage tank stealing cabinet space, and it actually looks modern when you peek under the sink. Key features that stood out to me are the 800 GPD high-capacity rating, the tankless on-demand flow, the 3:1 pure-to-drain ratio, the LED UV sterilizer, and the smart faucet that displays TDS and filter life. If you're new to this, RO stands for reverse osmosis, which uses a special membrane to remove dissolved contaminants. The G3P800's membrane is rated at 0.0001 microns, which targets tiny particles like heavy metals and salts. TDS means total dissolved solids, basically a quick indicator of how much stuff is in the water. The GPD number is gallons per day, which tells you how fast the system can produce purified water. The pure-to-drain ratio is how much clean water you get compared to wastewater sent down the drain during filtration. The first thing I noticed was speed. This unit dispenses purified water as fast as a regular kitchen faucet. Filling a 6-ounce cup takes just a few seconds, and it keeps up when I'm cooking and filling pots. The internal pump does the heavy lifting, so you don't wait for a storage tank to refill. In daily use, I get a quiet background hum when it runs, but it's subtle enough that I forget it's there after a few days. Water quality is where it shines. In my opinion, the taste difference is clear. Coffee, tea, and ice all tasted cleaner. Chlorine smell is gone. The system is certified against NSF ANSI 42, 5358, and 372 by MO-R&T, which covers things like chlorine taste and odor, certain health-related contaminants, TDS reduction through RO, and lead-free materials. The smart faucet shows TDS in real time, so I can see the number drop after I let it run for a few seconds. That initial spike is normal for tankless RO and is often called TDS creep. It happens when the system first starts and then levels out once the membrane is flowing. The LED UV sterilizer is another layer I appreciate. UV helps neutralize microbes that might show up in the lines after filtration. It's an LED module rated for a very long lifespan and only turns on when water flows, so it doesn't sit there heating up the system. It's peace of mind, especially if the faucet line sits idle between uses. Setup wasn't plug and play for me. Drilling is required, one hole for the RO faucet and another for the drain connection, and you'll need access to a power outlet under the sink. I used a variable speed drill and specialty bits. If your countertop is granite or a tough composite, it's a project you should plan carefully, or hire a pro. The physical connections are straightforward once the holes are prepped. Startup includes an automatic flush, then running the faucet for about half an hour to rinse the new filters. After that, the TDS on the faucet stabilized and stayed consistent. There are a few realities to keep in mind. Because it's an RO system, it strips out beneficial minerals like calcium and magnesium along with the bad stuff. That can make water taste flat to some people and lower the pH slightly. I added a remineralization filter later to round out the taste. It's not included out of the box, so factor that into your plan if you prefer a more natural tasting finish. Water efficiency is strong on paper with the 3:1 ratio, and I did see good performance when drawing larger amounts of water at once. From my experience, short stop-and-go usage can trigger more frequent flushing, which sends more water to the drain. If you tend to rinse veggies briefly or top off glasses often, your real-world ratio might not be as impressive as the spec. When I batch tasks, fill a pitcher, brew coffee, and cook, I get closer to the advertised efficiency. Maintenance is easy. There are 3 filter cartridges, a composite pre-filter, the RO membrane, and a carbon post-filter. The front panel pops open, and each filter twists out with a quarter turn. The system lights tell me when to replace them, and I just reset the indicator with a press and hold. No tools, no mess, and the process takes a few minutes. That convenience is a highlight. I used to dread RO filter day. Now it's quick enough that I don't put it off. I have to talk about reliability, because that mattered a lot to me over time. My unit ran flawless for months with 0 issues. After around a year, I did experience a leak. It was not a drip from the faucet. It came from the main unit area. I caught it early, shut off the feed, and worked with support to address it, but it was a wake-up call. Since this lives under the sink, even a small leak can create a big headache. I now keep a leak alarm under there as a safeguard and check connections whenever I swap filters. I wish I didn't have to think about it, but I do. In my opinion, this is the single biggest concern to weigh, because speed and purity don't matter if a system can't stay watertight over the long haul. Noise is mild, but you will hear the pump kick on when you open the faucet. The faucet itself looks premium and shows TDS and filter life clearly. Mine needed a little retightening after months of use. Nothing major, just a normal maintenance nudge. It's perfect for larger households, coffee lovers, anyone who wants fast, on-demand purified water without a bulky tank, and home cooks who fill large pots regularly. The compact form is also a great fit if your under-sink area is crowded. From my experience, if you're new to RO, you'll appreciate seeing TDS on the faucet because it takes the guesswork out of water quality. If you're sensitive to taste, plan for a remineralization add-on. I'd recommend this for people who value speed, space savings, and easy maintenance, who are comfortable with a bit of DIY or willing to hire a pro for drilling, and who will set up a simple leak alarm for peace of mind. If absolute long-term reliability is your top concern and you don't want to think about potential leaks, you might want to consider that trade-off carefully. In conclusion, the Waterdrop G3P800 delivers excellent tasting water, fast flow, helpful smart features, and a tidy under-sink footprint. The certifications gave me confidence, and the daily experience is smooth once it's set up. I wish the long-term reliability were beyond question, because the performance is strong. If you accept the maintenance habits and add a simple leak alert, it's a powerful upgrade over older tank-based systems. I will leave detailed information about the Waterdrop G3P800 reverse osmosis system in the comments for your reference. Thank you for watching.